We have started a few minutes early this afternoon because obviously, Tony, there is the huge news to discuss from this week that the club is now under new ownership.
Yeah, massive news.
And exciting times potentially ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 28 for Barrow, who stands over the ball. The whistle goes and this League Two fixture is off and running here at the People's Pension Stadium. Long ball played out towards that far side. Francier wins the first header and knocks it out of play. And once again, it's Romeo Hutton who's coming forward, 23 years of age, youth player at Walsall. Comes into the box. Francier wins the first header. Still inside the penalty area though. Frankham takes a touch onto his left foot, gets it clear. Banks just cushions it back into the path of Hutton. Pulls it back for Banks again. Curls the ball into the box. Little glance. Oh, the ball just goes wide of the post. Coming in on that far side, it was the number 11, Kay, who hooked it goalwards rather more accidentally than anything else. Decent ball in by Banks, but it has to go down as the first real half chance of the game, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was Platt, just missed the header, got a little flick on. Old Fred.
OK, run wild Fred. That's Tony's tip for this afternoon. I had a little look. I think during the commentary against Southend last year, I did tip Manila Times, and a few people came to me with a message. Glenn Morris getting himself in a little bit of a pickle from that long clearance by Farman. It sort of bounced over Glenn Morris's head. It's not the sort of thing you expect to see. Morris then got his glove to it and has flicked it behind for what is going to be Barrow's second corner kick of the afternoon. Yeah, that wind, Tony, is stronger maybe than we anticipated, and we can see from up here.
Yeah, perhaps he didn't know, but he could have just let it run out for a goal kick. But he's got a little touch on it, and now they've got another corner.
They might fancy their chances of getting their noses in front and having enough to hang on. We've seen plenty of teams do that. Ball's going to break inside the box. There's the drive, and it goes just wide of the post from Banks, the skipper. And it will just be a goal kick. He sort of toe poked it more than anything else towards the goal after Crawley got on the end of the corner into the box, flicked it clear, but didn't quite clear the 18-yard box, and Banks coming in could only toe poke it, thankfully for Crawley, Tony, wide of the post.
Yeah, just a bit slow on the second ball. As I think it was Francier won the header again as it's coming out to the edge of the 18-yard box.
Marshall was the outfield options. Crawley have got their defensive line on the edge of the box. The ball is pinged in. Payne gets it away. It's going to break for a drive at goal. And it was driven goalwards by Grayson, who maybe should have done a little bit more with it. Not sure it would have counted because we've got a Crawley player down on the edge of the penalty area. But once again, Crawley not reacting to the second ball, Tony, and Grayson able to get his shot away.
Yeah.
Rooney tries to get it under control. Appiah intercepts though. Tries to get it out to that far side. Just about kept in play by Tilley. Tries to get the ball into the box away from Grayson, and the flicked header goalwards was by Tom Nichols. Good little glancing header. It ended up right in the midriff of the goalkeeper Farman. But Tom Nichols, lethal in the air, as we know, got that brilliant flick header goal that was no more than a consolation at Salford for Crawley last time out. Did well to get across his man, just couldn't get it away from the keeper.
Yeah, he did. It's good, decent ball in from Tilley. Just it's too far out, Nichols, to really be able to beat the keeper from there. So
Rooney tries to pick up the pieces after Kay was bundled over. Dangerous from set pieces and from long throws into the box, and Tony and I were just discussing that their manager Phil Brown will be probably relatively happy with what he's seen from his charges so far, but just bear with me because Nichols is escaping down the left hand side of the box, trying to find an angle to go around his man. Does he get to the goal line? He sort of runs it out of play. It takes a deflection. It goes for Crawley's second corner of the afternoon, and an opportunity to do something from this set piece, Joe. But as we approach the final 5 minutes of the first half, it's Crawley 0, Barrow 0. Might have done a little bit better there, Tony, Tom Nichols. The interception, but the flag goes up anyway against Tom Nichols. And that's the last bit of action from what's been a little bit of an anti-climax of the first half, Tony, I guess is the best way to describe it. We're goalless, but, you know, it could be worse. Crawley could be behind. Take the corner, left-footed, bends it in towards the near post. It breaks for Payne, who drives it. Appeals for handball, nothing given. Driven in at the near post by Frankham and pushed away by the goalkeeper, Farman. Best chances for Crawley by a long way so far, Tony. Half-hearted appeals for handball. Decent save by Farman after Frankham's shot.
Yeah. Decent corner in. Ball's dropped for Payne. Very sweet strike. Blocked by the Barrow defence. And then falls to Frankham, who just can't score it.
Frankham plays the cross in. Appiah with the header just wide. Kwesi Appiah, the top scorer. When I saw that it was him coming in on the far post, you were odds on that he was going to put it in the back of the net and make it 1-0, and he got his angle slightly wrong, and from a Crawley perspective it is frustratingly wide of the post, Tony.
He did the hardest thing and missed the goal. It's only 4 yards out, 4 or 5 yards out. He's just got it back the way it came.
Very fast start to this second half, although they haven't broken the deadlock just yet. Ferry wins the ball back, gets it forward to Tom Nichols, who's having a brilliant start to the second half. Infield it goes to Ferry, left hand side of the box. This time, Appiah scores it. Ferry gets it across the box. A brilliant 1-2 between Nichols and Ferry. Ferry played it in, and Appiah outside of the foot flicks it across the goalkeeper Farman and into the far corner, and Crawley Town take the lead in the 57th minute of the game. It is Kwesi Appiah with his 12th of the season, breaks the deadlock. It's Crawley 1, Barrow 0, Tony.
Yeah, credit Will Ferry, he's done so well down that left-hand side. Got the ball into Nichols. He's carried on his run, Nichols got it back to him. Just maybe it looked like he'd overstretched, but he's got the ball in. Lovely flick from Appiah, showing all his experience, giving the goalkeeper no chance. And after having a golden opportunity only a minute ago, he's made up for it now to put us 1-0 up.
Payne drives it here to Nadesan. Tilley's gone on the overlap, gets it now from the Crawley number 10 on the edge of the penalty area, trying to find a crossing angle, gets it back to Nadesan. First time into the box it goes, Bates with the header, goes behind, plays it back into the feet of Gallagher, who goes over the halfway line. Appiah and Nadesan are away to his right hand side. Gallagher still going, got his feet in a little bit of a tangle when he got to the edge of the box. Never really looked like he had the belief to know what he was going to do with the ball once he got that far forward.
No, he didn't.
Ball is with Kay on this near side, into the feet of Amadi Holloway, who lets it run, breaks for Beadling, out to that far side. Here's the substitute Gordon, onto his right foot, tries the shot, takes a deflection, goes away for Barrow's 5th corner of the afternoon, back into feet, and it's worked out to this near side for Gordon, the substitute for Barrow, left-footed, drills it across the box. Still in play on the goal line, actually. Lynch has just about got something on it to get it clear. Breaks for Grayson though, lifts it into the penalty area, goes over the top of everybody. And James Tilley would just about be able to keep it in play on that far side, and he slides it forward looking for Nichols, and Nichols has got it, and Crawley have an opportunity, and forward it goes, and the flag stays down, and Appiah's in on goal, and Appiah was a little bit hesitant with it and didn't really make the most of it, and Nichols is brought over, and Crawley have a free kick. Appiah 1-on-1. Really should have made it 2-0, Tony, the top scorer. You wouldn't have wanted it to fall to anybody else.
No, should have got close to the goalkeeper. Tried to beat him too early, I think. Maybe running out of steam. Just lost his composure a little bit, and decent save from Farman, but yes.
I get there on a Friday, that's after setting off on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's how far it is. Hutton on the far side. Barrow still have a couple of minutes to try and salvage something from the game. Ball into the box, glancing header, still inside the box, drilled shot in, off the goal line by Crawley. Brilliant goal line clearance by Frankham. It came back to Amadi Holloway. It came back at him far too quickly, but George Frankham makes a tremendous goal line clearance from the shot in by James.
Anticipated the shot, got back on the line, a fantastic block. I think it would have been unfair to give a point away at this, the 2 points away at this point in time. And
we've played the 3 additional minutes. Barrow, courtesy of Romeo Hutton, have one last chance to launch it into the Crawley penalty area. Here it comes now, headed away by Nichols. It's going to break on the edge of the box for Grayson. Clips it back forward again. The flag has stayed down. It was a poor touch, thankfully, but now the flag has gone up. And you would anticipate, Tony, that when Crawley make the clearance from this free kick, that will be enough for this afternoon.
Yeah, you would think so.
Well, it wasn't a pretty first half. It was a better second half, and for the second home game running, 1 goal has been enough to decide it and win it in Crawley's favour here this afternoon. 2 weeks ago it was Ashley Nelson against Rochdale. This afternoon it's Kwesi Appiah after 57 minutes. His goal after a great 1-2 between Nichols and Ferry over on the far side. Got across his man and glanced it across the goal into the back of the net, and it gives Crawley a 1-0 victory, a hard-fought 1-0 victory. Credit to Barrow, they made it hard in the first half.